Hey, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another Linux app. Today we're gonna take a look into how to partition our hard disk. I've been using Big Linux for a couple of years already, and I have the let me see, where is that? Okay, we have options to have the partition is the KDE partition manager. You have also the option to use the gparted, that you could use this one. That's the two partition manager that you could use for your partition if you want to reorganize your storage device. Either it's gonna be your SSD or your NVMe, or probably it's your hard disk drive, which is the spinning drive that you have. And of course, if you are installing, let's try to go to our Linux Mint, which is the latest version, and I'll try to let you see how to partition your Windows or your other Linux operating system. So I am now in our live boot, and of course I want to let you see on how we install this one with the partition. For example, I'm installing this Linux Mint into my hardware. Has a operating system already existing. So let's try to install the Linux Mint. Of course, we're gonna partition our storage space, which is 1 terabyte of storage space, and the other one is the SSD, which is only like a 256 gigabytes of storage space. So I have this as my type of installation. I could erase everything and install the Linux Mint or do something else. Of course, I also have this operating system which is alongside my Windows and my other operating system. I could select this one as my alongside of my operating system, which is my Windows OS. So let's try to click this one, and let's see if how it works. Of course, we have this. If this is my alongside, which is my Windows, and this is my Linux Mint, I could also partition this by dragging and holding my left click mouse. I'll put like 150 for my Windows, and the 88 gigabytes will be my Linux Mint. And then you could install this as your alongside. Of course, if not, you could like erase everything or do something else. For example, we use the do something else. I have these dual disks, so as you can see, I have the SDA and the NVMe. The NVMe is actually my 1 terabyte for my Big Linux, and the other one is the SDA, which is my Windows. So I could like use the Windows alongside. You just select where is your allocated for your operating system installation, and this comes with different types of like new partition table. If you wanted to, you could like click this one and then click continue. Of course, you could always do whatever you want right here in our operating system. For example, this is the Big Linux that I have, and I want to have a new partition with my bootloader will be on the SDA. So as you can see, you could like always do that. So that's how you partition your operating system, either alongside or erase everything, or do whatever you want, like multiple partition for your operating system. So how to install our partition manager? Of course, go to your store, either it is Linux Mint or Big Linux or any other like software manager, and then look for partition. So when you click that one, partition, to look for your software, it will give you some options. So you have Clonezilla, which is also partition manager, and you also have the KDE partition manager, Gparted right here. So that's how easy right here in Linux apps. So anyway, that's it for now for our how to partition our hard disk or your NVMe or your SSD, your storage space. I'm Blair, your science, computer, mathematics, and engineering teacher. Bye for now and see you in the next adventure of Linux apps. Today's episode, it's all about how to partition your storage drive. So if you have some questions, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. Bye and see you in the next adventure.